Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. I'm LP Marshall Knight 4, bringing just another update video. It's been a little while since I've done one, and not a lot's been kind of happening with my channel for the last few days. Week, maybe. Of course, there's a cat in the video, as there always is. But yeah, basically just wanted to kind of catch everyone up to speed and that. Obviously my main Let's Play at the minute has been Doom, which kind of has stopped dead in its tracks. I think I'm close to the end of the game, but it's just been a case of being in the mood to play it / record it, as well as having the time and energy to stream it. I don't know, I've planned numerous times about, alright, I'm going to do Doom tonight, and it kind of gets to that point and was like, either I just cannot be arsed, or I'm just not in the mood. Which is a shame, because I do want to finish it, but I've just not been in the mood to play it. But I will finish it, I do promise. I'm not sure about whether I'll be actually streaming the last part or not. I may just end up recording it in my own time. May just be slightly easier. Which is another thing I want to talk about. Now, obviously, my last update video, I think it was my last, I spoke about basically doing Let's Plays as live streams, which in a way has been working out great. I actually have a full playthrough of Crash Bandicoot 1 to upload. Well, it's already uploaded actually, I've just not made descriptions, thumbnails, etc. They're there on my YouTube, just not publicly released. It's not in a Let's Play kind of standard. It was literally, I was really tired one day, but it was like 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon and I didn't want to go to sleep yet. So instead of doing Doom, I just sat there playing Crash Bandicoot for a while. Just something casually to play for a few hours just to keep me awake until I could go to bed and not have to worry about waking up at some stupid hour in the morning. And we ended up actually beating the entire game. So I thought, you know, it's the full game beaten. I don't have to record it again. Screw it, we'll upload it. So do look forward to that. Did I have anything else? Oh yes, I do have something else, but I'm not talking about that. It's a surprise. But yes, so I'm actually going to be looking into recording in my own time again, properly, you know, actual Let's Play format sort of thing. Looking to do it a little bit differently than I was. Obviously, I was making use of the fact that I had Shadowplay now, which means I could record stuff at 1080p 60 frames. I'm going to knock that on the head, I think. Depending on the game. If the game can be natively detected by Shadowplay, it's not such an issue. It was with, like, Knights of the Republic, where I had to do desktop recording. It's the same way I have to stream Doom. However, when I stream it, I don't have the problem that I have when I record it. When I record something with Shadowplay and it's not being natively detected by Shadowplay and I just have to tell it to do a desktop recording and then alt tab into the game, I was getting just severe audio desync, which is what I was having to spend God knows how long fixing. It was a problem I didn't have at all with Resident Evil Remake. So I think for some stuff I'm going to still use Shadowplay and that. It's a great little tool and that. For something that just comes with the graphics card and stuff and that, and it works great for most things. What I have noticed during some test recordings is I have found two games that actually did get a performance hit from using Shadowplay. Any other game, not a problem. But Skyrim and Fallout, specifically New Vegas, I was actually getting a performance hit. Now, Skyrim I kind of expected to, you know, Skyrim, whilst my system runs it so much better now, I still expected to have some areas with frame drops. It's a very intense game, it's heavily modded. So I still expected some frame drops, but not to the extent that I got. I was test recording, walked into Riverwood and dropped to about 15 to 20 frames, and I was like, no, that's not right at all. And with Fallout New Vegas, I was just walking around Goodsprings doing some testing, and it was dropping to 30 to 45, which is still perfectly playable. There's the other cap. So yeah, so it dropped to about 30 to 45, which is still perfectly playable in that. But for recording at 1080p 60, I wasn't happy with that. If I'm going to record at 60 frames, I want it to stay at 60 frames, or else you guys are going to see the frame drop happening, and it's not going to be very nice. So, what I've done is I've actually, look at the old laptop. Well, it's, my mum's old laptop. It was the one that I was using for years and years, and it's what I did most of my recording on. I've asked if I can use it again for a while. I've got my capture card set up to it and that. I've been doing some testing with that. So I'm going to go back to using that for recording most things. This does, however, mean that videos will either be 1080p 30 or 720 60, depending on how I'm feeling for that Let's Play. But that also gives me the opportunity to, if I need to do any rendering, I could do it on this laptop. And that was obviously one of the big issues I was having to spend. I mean, I went over this in a stream once. I don't know if I said it in the last video. For doing Knights of the Republic, the way I was doing it and having to edit and render and everything, it was literally taking me 12 to 14 hours just to do one video. And about 11 to 13 of that would have been just the rendering and re-encoding and stuff. It was ridiculous. So being able to do everything to a different laptop, whilst it's still going to take a fair amount of time, it still means I got my computer here so I can work on other stuff, whether it be streams, whatever. So I'm actually going to be looking into doing recordings in my own time again. And I think that's about it. I've got quite a few different games lined up already. Obviously, we did a vote not long ago, well, a couple of weeks ago now, about whether you guys wanted to see me play through Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, the original PS1, or the New and Tasty remake. And thank you to everyone who voted in that. New and Tasty, it started off with New and Tasty and it was basically dominating, but the original caught up quite a bit. So it only came down to like a couple of votes, I think. So will we do New and Tasty in one way or another? With the help of Detective Magnotta, I'm not sure if I'm saying the last part right, because I only call you Detective usually. Good friend from the streams and that. He's helped me basically set up, I don't know why I'm about to like open it on my computer, because you guys can't see it. But he's basically helped me set up a virtual machine, which basically allows me to emulate a Windows XP system on my Windows 7 computer. What that's enabled me to do is install some older games that I've been having difficulty with on Windows 7. So there you go, I got some of them to look forward to. I'm looking forward to them because they're games that I've not been able to play for God knows how long. So I'm looking forward to that. And then there was another thought that just crossed my mind as I was saying that, and now it's completely gone. What else was I thinking of? Yeah, I've got a few different stream games in mind. Alien Isolation. I was asked multiple times about kind of when we'd be carrying on with that, and I've always said kind of, after Doom, I wanted to finish Doom. I think I'm going to have to go back on that and try and say that I think for now I'm going to play Alien Isolation in my own time. I kind of thought about it a bit more, and I actually discussed this with Ronnie as well. It's a game that relies on stealth. No matter how much other stuff you've got, like guns, bullets, explosives, whatever, all the other stuff you get in Alien Isolation, they're just a temporary fix to kind of get yourself out of a situation. As I found out, the bullets don't do nothing. You can't hurt the alien with bullets at all, and then Android themselves, they just take all the bullets for one of them. And usually if you've got one's attention, you're going to get the other. So it really requires on stealth quite a lot, which is, basically what the game's based on. For me, I'm quite happy to be sat there playing, and spend 1 hour trying to get down a corridor. I can do that myself, no problem. If I'm there playing to myself, I'm immersed, I will crawl along at a snail's speed and not be bored, because the whole thing is just so intense for me. I'll have all the sounds going on, and I'm fearing for my life. When I'm streaming or recording it, though, I've always got that part of my mind that's always focused on the fact that, I need to make sure the stream's running okay, people are enjoying it, or that all my recording stuff's working okay, and that I'm recording content that people are going to like. And no one wants to sit there and watch someone crawl around one corridor for an hour. Which is perfectly understandable. I wouldn't. You want to see the game. You don't want to see this one corridor for the entire night. But I'm not going to be able to play that fast until I know more about what I'm doing. So I think, for now, I'm going to leave Alien Isolation where it is, and I'm going to play through in my own time. And then once I get a bit better at it and that, I'll possibly beat it in my own time and that, we can come back and do it again where I can take things a little bit more casually, more enjoyable for others to view. That sort of thing. And I think that's pretty much it for now. This kind of rambled on a bit longer than I expected. But there you go. But yeah, so plenty of different things to look forward to. Obviously, I'm not announcing everything for numerous reasons and stuff and that, but I'm not announcing everything until I'm kind of ready. And yeah, I do apologise to everyone now about the fact that I've not been getting streams in that they want to see. Obviously, I still need to finish Doom. But for now, hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.